Faerun is full of stories of great heroes and horrible villains, and everyone in between. Their stories flow like water through this world, and there is one place that knows the flow of water like no other. It's Baldur's Gate. Sitting on the edge of the Sword Coast, the city of Baldur's Gate brings in the currents from 1,000 different planes through its gates, and for many, those currents mean power. In Baldur's Gate, you will find many people trying to steal that power, many trying to contain it, and far too many caught in the middle just trying to survive. So the people of the lower city of Baldur's Gate have formed gangs to protect themselves from the mercenaries representing the city, the gangs trying to carve up their piece of the city, and anyone else who tries to take what power they've managed to pull together. One of those groups controls a few city blocks in the Brampton neighborhood and goes by the name the Crimson Claws. That's whose story I mean to tell you. But right now, they're not in Brampton. Our story starts where many stories have started. At the Elfsong Tavern, a humble bar and restaurant, and perhaps the only truly safe place in this crime-ridden city. We will be starting our adventure and our campaign on the stage of the Elfsong Tavern as a satyr is performing for the crowd this evening. How's your performance going?
It's going good. I'm really cracking people up. Do you know why paladins wear chainmail?
What? Why is that?
'Cause it's holy armor.
Oh! Give me a performance check.
Oh, okay. I knocked it out of the park. I rolled a 19 with a +7 modifier, so I get 26.
The entire, everyone in the tavern just starts belting and laughing left and right. They're like, oh, what? Holy armor! at least two people fall out of their chairs after that one. You're just up there doing comedy bits.
Well, while they're laughing, I do an interlude where I play my kazoo.
Ooh,
yeah,
a little kazoo interlude to
some tap dancing with the kazoo.
Do you perform at the Elfsong Tavern pretty frequently, or is this your first time up there?
I do it once in a while.
Just once in a while.
It's not uncommon.
Working on the craft. You gotta start with a lower tier place before you work out your jokes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. As the crowd looks upon the stage to see the performer who has just knocked the crowd out with laughter, what do they see?
She's a satyr. She's got wool. She looks sheepy. She's got some freckles. Her hair is light brown. And she cute. She's got curly horns like a ram. I don't know. What else is there?
That's probably good now.
That's good enough, right?
Yeah. As the crowd erupts with laughter, the camera pans over to a small table in the corner of the room where we see a human woman surrounded by different races and people all throwing dice, but this time it's Jin's turn. And Miranda, can we get a dice roll, a d20 from you?
I rolled a 16.
You throw a couple d6s across the table. And, God, I don't even know what the dice game would be like. It's what's the good result? Snake eyes? I don't know. That's probably bad. I'm just going to assume you want high numbers.
I think,
we'll pretend that.
A 7 is optimal? I'm not sure.
For 2 6s? I don't know. But, most of the 4 people gathered around. It's you and 4 other people, and most of them just look real upset with the roll. One person looked pretty pleased, and you and them both split the pot of 10 gold that was
sick.
Yeah, was
Making money
gathered
moves.
together.
Securing the bag.
There is one guy who kind of like looks you over, like examines you closely, in a like, this person on the up and up. But after kind of taking a look at you, they just kind of like and let you take your winnings. But that's not the only game being played at the Elf Song this evening. The camera once again pans over to a wall where a very strong Lionel woman stands, and next to them, not as quite as buff, but very strong looking on their own, we find another member of the Crimson Claws about to throw their dart against the wall, and we meet Spark. Why don't you tell us what you look like, Spark?
Spark is a pretty tall tabaxi. She's like 6 feet tall. She is kind of a dusty orange, like a tabby colored, but she has pretty deep red skin, which you can see in the scar she has going up her left side, kind of almost like a tree pattern that goes up her leg all the way up to her neck and kind of creeps up to like her jawline. And the fur does not grow there, so it's just red skin. She has kind of a nubby tail, almost burned off at the end, probably part of that scar. And she looks a little goofy. Like she's happy to be here.
You were playing against Wendelin, the Lionel woman, and she kind of she has just let me see how she did. She had just thrown her dart and just like completely missed the dartboard, but in a way that like was full strength, no accuracy, that like her dart splintered the wall next to the dartboard, but nowhere near the bullseye. So it is now Spark's turn. So I'll just have you roll athletics.
Sure. I rolled a 10. Spark is mediocre at darts.
The dart sinks in on the outer ring of the dartboard. Just barely making it onto the scoring side at all. You're still well beating your opponent, but not no one's doing well over there. A large orc who is sitting at one of the tables in kind of like a nearby corner from Jin stands up. He had been drinking quite a bit throughout the night. He stands up and he kind of like looks around. He's kind of like stretching his body in a almost like flexing way, like pulling his arms out, and then like when he pulls them towards himself, it's almost like to flex. And he just kind of like looks around kind of angrily, and he kind of like locks eyes with Jin after the kind of commotion of their somewhat successful win at dice, and they stomp over. And they look Jin dead in the eyes, and they see.
Jin is tall for a human woman. Sorry, they're they. But they appear as a woman. About 5'11", she's super pale. Platinum blonde hair in a high pony, pinned straight down to like the middle of their back. Got amber eyes, and they're just chilling. Looking this guy back in the eyes.
The orc looks you up and down, and then goes, Claws?
Jin replies, yeah, claws.
He kind of like grumbles and he's like, you don't look so tough. I bet I could kick your ass and your whole gang. He kind of like clumbers towards you, and like in that moment the entire bar like freezes. Like there is a full tension in the room at the like slightest threat. And the bartender, an old human man behind the bar, you guys would all know him. He goes by the name Old Joe. I guess that's what everybody calls him. View character artwork. Show players.
Oh.
that is how you can picture Old Joe. It
Well,
is a
thank
picture
you.
I found of an old man.
That hat vest combo absolutely
Really
slays.
good. Really good.
And he just kind of knocks on a sign up by the bar that says "No fighting." As he does that, a small gnome kind of saunters up and gets in front of the orc, and he kind of like just gently places a hand on his like front side, and he goes, hey Strog, we talked about this. You need to go have a seat. And the orc kind of like and then he kind of like turns around and makes his way back to the seat. You see the gnome, he is wearing like a dirty like brownish suit and a dirty bowler hat, and he kind of like saunters up to Jin in a much more relaxed pose, and he's like, sorry about my buddy. He's new. He doesn't know the rules. It's, well, you know, we're new in this area, but I'm sure you've heard of us, the Sea Tower Shakers. You can roll a history check to determine if you have heard of that game.
All right. I rolled a 9.
All right. I'll have you roll a perception check.
Okay. I rolled a 17.
Okay. You don't recognize the name, but he does smell somewhat like shit.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Great.
So you can do what you want with that information.
Okay.
As he kind of like reaches his hand out in kind of like to shake yours, and kind of like I'm sorry about that.
Jin like shakes his hand. But like afterwards kind of like rubs their hands on their pants.
Do you want to do that stealthily, or do you want to like do it so that you can see?
I'll do it stealthily.
Give me
Or how polite.
a sleight of hand.
Okay.
It would either be stealth or sleight of hand, but it's literally something you want to do with your hands. So,
All right, I'll do sleight of hand.
yeah. Wow.
I rolled a 5.
You like go to reach down. Actually. Oh yeah, he 100% like he sees you like go to wipe it on his on your leg, and he like looks disappointed, but not in a way that he's not like expressing that you clearly are grossed out by him.
Hurt his feelings.
I'm sorry, little man.
Did you have a response to when he said like, surely you've heard of us?
Jin's like, oddly enough, I have not.
Oh, it's okay. We're a newer operation, down on the west side. But maybe we could be friends with your gang. You guys, we're about the same size. Probably.
Maybe somewhere well ventilated.
Jin just kind of like solemnly nods. And is like, yeah, maybe.
Okay. Yeah, when opportunity arises, I'll let you guys know. Maybe we can work together on some stuff. But I'll go deal with the new hires. What are you gonna do? And he kind of walks back to his buddy, and then just kind of like grabs him and escorts him outside. Did you guys want to talk to anybody at the bar? Is there anything else what you wanted to do this evening? You guys do know that like you had done a small courier mission earlier today, just taking some stuff over to a warehouse, and that that Linda, the secretary for the gang, would have a new job for you the next time you guys checked in. So whenever you guys like decide to head back to base, you'll be able to find out what they want. But you guys were like, well, we did stuff today. Let's go hang out at the bar for a little bit, and then we'll worry about more work later.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you guys are ready to head out,
I'm gonna take a bow and I'm gonna like just look around and see if anybody looks out of place in the tavern.
Okay, to clarify, this is like a hangout for members of different gangs.
Yeah, well, I want to see if anybody has like. Okay, Bryce, just tell me I'm dumb. Fine.
No, I just want to like, I want to know what you think would be out of place.
I don't know. As somebody who is trying not to be noticed.
You know
what I mean?
Give me a perception check.
She wants to know if they're sus.
Yes.
Yeah, like big loner vibes.
You see Jin.
We're probably not gonna find out because I rolled an 8.
As you look amongst the crowd, it is a honestly fairly busy night for the elf song. There is a performer playing tonight. So of course people are going to turn out. Not only are you're the like opening act. There will be a bard playing shortly after you. So people are really coming out to see them. Check out what new material you've got. So it's very busy. You could not make out anybody, like, honestly, like they all look like one giant group that you cannot be like, that guy is on his own.
I'm struck with a sudden case of face blindness.
Yeah. Yeah, as you do your bow and make your way off the stage, a elven woman steps up with a lute and begins to play. I said lute, but we're gonna go with harp.
Ooh, bring back the last one.
After a long night of playing darts, eventually, Spark, can I get another acrobatics from you? Athletics.
Yes. 23.
After a bit of going back and forth, you eventually hit the bullseye and completely take it. And win the game of darts. Jin was up and down and ended up basically taking the 5 as a total win. So you're gonna add 5 gold to your inventory.
Cool.
After the performance from Marina, a couple people came up and were like, "Oh man, you were hilarious tonight. How do you come up with this?"
Oh, I think I was just born being really funny.
Ah, God, I guess you just can't teach that.
You just can't. Definitely, you don't try.
They offer to buy you a drink, but then as they go to check their pockets, they realize, I'll get you next time.
Oh, okay, I'll remember.
So you guys are ready to head out?
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
As you guys make your way out, the crowd has already kind of started to thin by the time you guys start to pack things in after all your different shenanigans. As you make your way toward out the door, I'm gonna have you all roll me a perception check individually.
Spark rolled a 14.
I rolled a 4.
Which was also a crit fail.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. I rolled a crit fail.
That's why I laughed. Marina rolled a 17.
Jin is distracted with you spot the guy, the orc that came up to you. He is outside crying while his boss talks to him. He's like, I'm sorry, I get this way sometimes. You are distracted by that, whereas Spark and Marina very softly it's something that you're not even sure is really there, it's a trick of your ears. You hear singing, and by the time you go to focus on it, and it's not the bard's just playing the harp, you hear just this ethereal singing, and by the time you go to focus on it, it's gone.
Do you guys hear something?
Yeah.
You guys, you guys see what's happening over here?
They look like they're having a moment. I don't know if we should interrupt.
Honestly, I feel kind of bad now.
Nah, that's not our problem.